Hey, it's Rolls, and this is Metal Gear Solid 3. We're starting this. Um, just wanted to start a part because I'm fresh off recording the last 3 parts of 2. I like Metal Gear Solid 1. I'm gonna do it on very easy because I get the easy gun to do it with. Um, I've beaten this game on every level, I think. Yeah. Not extreme. I did everything up through hard, though. Um, but just for the ease of gameplay and sneaking, you're gonna do. What are you doing? The cat's all pulsating like something's wrong with her belly. Anyway, as I've said countless times in the 2 playthrough, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3 are good job, Rolls. 1, 2, and 3 are regularly rotating as. I mean, they're 3 of my favorite games. So, like, what's the favorite among the favorite, right? This game's really fucking cool, though. Just everything about it. It almost feels like Kojima's take on like a Bond story, and Major Zero. It turns out he is a fan of Bond, so it's like as a Bond man myself, a James Bond man myself, I'm like, fuck yes. There's a bit more sneaking, but also on the other hand, it's more outdoor survival type with eating animals and whatnot. So this game's kind of all over the place, and I'm pretty into it for that, actually. This guy here, yeah, of course. This is Snake, but this is the man who would be the man who will be known as Big Boss. So he has a cigar instead of a cigarette. I love that he calls him a panty waist. Time appropriate insults.
10 minutes to drop off. Hey, are you deaf? He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Of course, Zero's the only one he listens to. No, not quite yet. But I will drop those next.
Depressurization complete.
Sorry, I've been kind of.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
I've been doing a bunch of stuff while prepping things, like I copied over a bunch of the 4 playthrough. 30 items, okay. $30 items, alright. Clean them out. Why do I have a sub-documents under my regular documents? That's interesting. Sorry, I've watched this jump so many times, I know all that's going on during it. And what a way to start 3, you know, like there's cool effects, cool framing with him right in the middle of the platform, stamping on the cigar there, and the countdown, like everything about this is just so well put together, I think.
Spread your wings and fly. God be with you.
Whoosh. Up here you can use R1 to get some first-person views. That's another trophy I don't think I've ever got, is all the hidden snake vision, is what the trophy describes it as. This game's interesting because some of the again, not super hard, but like I've never caught the legendary Tsuchinoko, I think it's what it's called. Like the legendary serpent, which you get a trophy for, which also you need to eat to get that trophy, and then you need to carry it through the game, and you get the stealth camo. It's like, I never did that. I don't do it this time around, but I have done Peace Walker where you don't kill a single soldier the whole time. Not counting like shooting guys off their bikes and stuff with a tranquilizer. That doesn't kill them apparently, so the game's kind of like, well, You did a good job otherwise, so we're gonna give you this one, I guess.
His name is Nikolai Stepanovich.
That bridge has some holes in it. That's not good.
OKB 754 Design Bureau.
Anyway, we got a Cold War story going, so we got that. My cat's covering up her eyes because it's sunny out, and she wants to lay out here in the living room with me. What a dear. What a dear.
1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri
That was a good quote. There, big boss.
Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible.
But anyway, lots of new uploads are coming. Being done today while I'm recording this part. Things are uploading.
Become the head of the newly established
Maybe even recording some more 4 later today. I'm not sure yet. It's only 1 p.m. after all, as of the time of this right now. So
afraid of his own creations.
I've only been up for like 3 hours and chilling.
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence.
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used
So,
all to get the family
Metal Gear Solid 2 kind of experimented with it a lot, but there's a lot more of like actual camera footage in here, and even one had some too, didn't it?
Security on the eastern side holes back then. Then what?
Yeah.
Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin.
Going down to West Berlin.
600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we
It's one of those moments in history I wish I could go back and be present for the tearing of the Berlin Wall.
October the 16th,
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
received word that the Soviets
That
were
famous moment.
deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles.
Hey, the Cuban Missile Crisis.
The president demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba.
It's crazy to think about now,
On alert for an all-out nuclear
in past tense, just
negotiations were conducted
how fucking crazy the Cold War times were.
and the hair trigger standoff.
How any
On October the 28th,
minor act could be seen as, you are aggressing towards our glorious Soviet Empire, and we are going to destroy you.
we had to make a deal.
Even though I read somewhere
Agreed to remove its IRBMs from
recently, like,
No,
or I saw it, I forget how I got this info, but it was very well presented, but it's like the concept of mutually assured destruction doesn't work.
to either the U.S. or
Wait, that was in Peace Walker. That's where I saw that. Good lord.
intelligence agencies around
This game covers, this series covers every angle.
They wanted us to
Believe it or not, Peace Walker is the one that I haven't, like,
the Soviets
beat yet.
out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov.
I beat 1 through 5.
What the hell was he working on?
I started playing Rising Revengeance, but that's a Metal Gear Rising game, so I don't count it in the Solid series.
risk full-scale nuclear
I
war.
don't need to finish that one per se. I know the story.
President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next
But yep,
day,
just Peace Walker.
the hospital
And then, of course, like the subsistence builds and stuff of
on screaming, "Save me!"
the remake, which I believe the HD re-releases here that, you know, you can
Then a month
play on Xbox or PlayStation now are
Balmont.
based off like the Subsistence and Substance remakes. I don't know.
Taken back to the
I actually just saw Konami is thinking of like
question under Kate.
doing an HD remaster or re-release of number 1, but like, right, honestly, Konami can fuck off, because it's a Kojima game. Like, you can't, if they own the property, they can just do what they want with it. Like, make no mistake, but I think it's wrong to,
For half a year now,
we're going to tell the story again without the creator being a part of, the original creator being a part of it.
With the weaponized.
Imagine if, like, instead of George Lucas wanting to change things for the special edition, it was just like a re-release by the Fox company,
he's in Celino Yachts,
which might have been better, honestly, because it wouldn't have been edited,
known as the Virgin
just spruced up a little bit. The Virgin Cliffs.
Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test.
I guess I didn't know.
Best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
I love getting work emails on my day off. What was I saying? I guess I didn't know that, like, back in the day, when I first played this in, middle school or high school, this is one of those games where it's like, oh, it's a rainy Saturday, or, like, it's a rainy summer day outside. Like, oh, play this again, you know? But, I guess I didn't realize that, like, Russia is more... There's one of the Snake Vision things. That Russia was more than, like, just a cold winter wasteland. I think all of Russia was Siberia to me. When I first played, so it was like, oh, a Russian jungle. That's interesting.
Weapon is complete. We'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
Whoosh. Remember, they didn't have as good of aerial surveillance in this time, so this conceivably could happen
Balloon will be dropped at that point.
without anyone noticing.
Into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes.
Finishing off this bottle of the Diet Dr. Pepper that I talked about. The Metal Gear Solid 2 final part, I think.
Take it easy. It's been combat proof.
I get these tall boy bottles.
What do you think Sokolov is up to?
16.9 fluid ounce ones.
Shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500.
But it occurs to me that I could save money if I just buy the Walmart brand soda again. So I got groceries yesterday. Like, but
20mm volume.
I talked about it a bit in the parts of the Metal Gear Solid 2, but I had a lot of optional but eventually necessary work done to the Jeep yesterday. And I pretty much wiped out 90% of my savings doing it. So I'm a little apprehensive about spending money again. So, like, I went to Walmart for groceries instead of going to Giant like I've been doing lately. It's okay to sacrifice a little bit of quality for the cause, I'd say. Pause for the cause. Anyway, we're still diving. Nah, he's gonna hit the trees here any second. This game looks just gorgeous compared to 2. Not that 2 looked bad either, but like I feel like everything is more fluid looking in this one. Just the design, like Big Boss here looks way more proportionally scaled, I think. Not that the other one was bad before, but like everything just is smoother. Less blocky, polygonal looking look to everything, really. That's what you get when you're given time to develop, you know, later in a console's life. Because 2 came out in 2001. I don't know off the top of my head what year this dropped in, but it wasn't like there was a long wait. It just looks compare for example Final Fantasy X, which I'm uploading more parts of while recording this, so that's coming your way soon, to the look of 12. Which 12 was released way late in the PS2's, you know, lifespan, I say in quotes, because my PS2 still works. But the development lifespan, I guess. Snake? You don't like snakes.
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
Snake eater.
I'm glad to hear that.
There's a trophy that I can't get on the PS2, the PlayStation Network version of Metal Gear Solid 2 that I've been trying to replay. It's called Snake Beater. You have to stare at one of the pretty pinup posters in a locker room, and Otacon's basically like, "Stop doing that." There's an implied action that goes on. But my freaking... I've been using for my PS4 controller, I got a couple years ago at this point, a replacement, like an off-brand replacement, cheaper controller. That's been working good, but like holding the R button to go into first-person view, like it slips now. So like it'll go into view, then toggle back, then go back into view. Like I feel like it doesn't stay depressed. So I haven't been able to get that one unlocked yet, but maybe it's time to buy a new controller anyway. Also, Episode 1 Racer, the Star Wars pod racing game. My controller's being really weird in that, like I'm not able to boost speed or anything, which is like essential to get some of the trophies, so maybe a regular brand PlayStation, like say the fucking words, controller could be the key to that as well. The gunship. That is a powerful gunship he's in too, by the way. But yeah, just the opening ceremony and the setup here for the Virtuous mission that we're going to do here at the beginning. But we'll continue that in the next episode. So, big things, Metal Gear Solid 3.